she makes me feel every day. Little bit of this, little bit of that. She's like a cat scratching up my back. She's got her claws in me now. Accidentally, incidentally, I don't know just how it happened. She's got a groove I respect so well. Don't ask me how it started. I was sitting there so broken hearted, looking for a trace of that smile she left on my face. That's what she does. 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 She can take a frown, turn it upside down and inside out. She can take a hurricane, make the day all nice again. Lives in reality, been there, done that, 1, 2, 3. She can please a man and a few women too. Free and single, likes to mingle with the best of the best. What's your position, mommy? Just a little lower now. That's what she does. 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 Wow. Recognize me now, yeah, that's me over there, trying to get a glimpse of that girl, that girl, that. What am I supposed to do? Cause she's moving and a grooving, cooking up a recipe. Even Sam Choi would like puree, puree, gravy, gravy. She serves it up so well, yeah, my appetite is overwhelming. Give me some desserts, baby, make it hurt, and I'll be back for more of that kick and glide. Give me 2 more tens, we're gonna pick it up again. Number 3, you call it, just keep it smooth. That's what she does. 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 When the dance is over and she comes to me so freely with her arms open wide, she's taking me inside. Watch out, thinking that I had it easy. Then she says, oh please excuse me, who is that guy right behind of you? I was in shock, thinking hey what's up? I was tossing and turning and my girlfriend woke me up. That's what she does. 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 That's what she does.
I gotta tell you, how's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pigeon. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And just before we went on, my headphones exploded, and I'm trying to MacGyver them back together so that I can hear what's going on, because it's a good, well, let me just say this. It's a bad day not to hear, because our special guest is Olena Hugh. Yeah, I know. And we'll introduce her in a second, but let's say hi to the chat. I'm sorry, gang. I used to say, hey, how's it? Right off the top. In fact, let me get our words off of our names off of here so we can say how's it to Shakalaka. And I saw you over on Mad Statter stream just a little while ago. We got Sam Bittner in the house. Devin, one of our moderationists there. How's it, Garrett Awong? Ayong. I keep saying Wong. I said I'm Wong. Oh, man. Okay, Johnny Costa, mahalo for coming in, you surfing bugger. And there's Nani Aloha, our moderationist and associate producer. Hey, how's it? Ellen, how you? You got to give me a break, guys. I'm a little discombobulated because seriously, I was like, well, I can, and I'm afraid to shake my head because these headphones are going. You know what? I got an idea. What if we broke 15 seconds before you go live? Good idea. Who you go, Lono? Yes, Sam Bittner's talking about that.
That's what she does.
Yeah, I picked that especially because Olena was going to be on, and I wanted to do a song called "That's What She Does" because Olena does so many things.
So many.
In fact, you know what? Let's bring her on. And hey, Mad Statter enjoyed the show, and thank you for pointing out your shirt that said "Support your local lumpia." Because I was going, what support? What I like see, but right at the end of her show. Chatter with Statter on Twitch and YouTube. She showed the shirt, so I was all happy about that. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have a young lady who is a beauty contestant and winner, and she's a talk show host. She's an entrepreneur, digital marketing now, and let's introduce her before we go to TV, okay? Because I gotta make sure my headphones no broke. Please help me welcome Olena Hugh. Hi, Olena.
Hi, thank you so much, guys.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up. We're trying to bring her in and do her tech, and all of a sudden, so I'll stop whining about it in a second.
That was funny.
I'm glad you think so because.
Well, I did an outfit change and added lip gloss while you were trying to jury rig your headphones.
I couldn't believe that she changes earphones, her top, and the lighting while I'm doing the head. I'm going live television.
She did 3 things and you couldn't do one, Andy.
Well, that's the relationship between men and women.
That's true.
They are the queens of the multitasking.
This is true.
Yeah. So where are you coming in from, Olena? Are you here in Hawaii now, or are you somewhere else?
Yes, I'm in Kaneohe, and it is very, very humid today.
Humid?
Like I'm just sweating sitting here.
Well, you look good. Let's see. You know what? Oh, look at this. A Jackie of all trades. Welcome. Okay, you know what?
Cute.
I bumped my. Let me check to see if this cam. Oh yeah, there it goes. This is the chat, Olena. Here, you see these are all the people that come in. Yeah, we have.
Yeah, that's cool.
Everybody in the chat we call the Hamajang Gang, and what's cool about it too is if I take Nani Aloha here, you see my cursor, right? If I click on it, it puts her comment on the screen. So we'll explain that to the television side when we get on. So you know what? Let me go back here and you tell me. Can you read these? Can you read these comments here? Is that too small?
I can read it. Like, do you want me to say it out loud?
No. I just.
Oh, okay.
Because people will be asking you questions and stuff.
Oh,
right?
okay. I thought you were asking if I could do like broadcasting. Aloha, Devin.
Well, here's Miles. This is Medium 7-Up coming in from Boston, right? My parents lived in Kaneohe, grad from Kailua. So there we go. And here's Sam Bittner saying hi. See what I'm saying? So I want to make sure you're able to say that because I see that.
Cool. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Sam.
Okay. So what I was thinking we do, and again, anytime we're just doing the internet podcast part, right? We kind of look at it as backstage.
Yeah.
Right. So, and the Hamajang gang is all hip to that. So, when we talk, I go, hey, okay, I was thinking we'd do this in the segments, so let me know how you feel about it. Right. Oh, hey, there's Johnny Rocks Hollywood. I love, love,
I
love
know
Olena.
him.
Oh, we sure do miss you in the
I love
mornings.
Johnny. Oh, I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, well, we just did a show in Wahiwa together. Yeah, and he's
Oh,
often at the Blue Note. Yeah, okay. You know what? That's what I don't have. I don't have footage of you as the anchor, the news anchor thing.
that's true. Yeah. So unfortunately, after I left KHON, they actually changed servers. So the
Oh,
KHON2.com that had all of the stories and things that I did got
yeah,
wiped and they have a whole new
Wow.
server. So even links to stories that I have in my email that I click on, it'll say
not
empty, that
available.
there's nothing there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
unavailable. Yeah.
So I think there's a
Oh,
few on YouTube though, but yeah, unfortunately, it seems like I never existed.
believe me, you
Just in your
existed.
memory.
You existed, and we're about to prove that. I promise you. But what we thought we'd do is we'd and you tell me if you're comfortable with this. What we do is we do 6 segments, right? The first segment, which is 8 minutes long, James and I do by ourselves, and we editorialize a news piece that I grabbed off the internet. Okay, then in segment 2, right? Then we'll bring you in, and then we'll talk a little bit about your, Miss Hawaii days. Okay, that'll be, and that segment is 8 minutes long. Okay, then we come back, Vala'au with the Hamajang gang, and go, oh, that one went pretty good, right? And then we go back and we do another segment. We do that 5 times for you, right? So I was thinking Miss Hawaii. Then the other one is the second one.
Island style.
We're going to talk about you doing island style. I have a nice clip. I don't know who shot it. It's beautiful. And then after that, the best Hawaii, when you were doing that, I have a clip from that. We'll talk about that. And then in the, what is that?
5th segment.
The 5th segment, if you're comfortable with this, I'd like to talk about how open you were about the mastectomy thing.
Sure.
Because you were, right out of surgery, you were on YouTube. Hey, check it out. So
Yep.
and
I don't have
then-
any boobs.
And then in the last segment, we'll just kind of, because that one's only 6 minutes and 30 seconds, we'll just kind of wrap it up, Vala'au, and anything you want to talk about, especially Lilikoi ladies or ladies.
Lilikoi Ladies.
Lilikoi
LLC.
ladies and your digital marketing thing. Okay?
Sure. Okay.
Make sense?
So is it about an hour or hour and a half?
Oh no, this whole show, our show for television is an hour, right?
Okay.
So, but with commercials, our part is less, right? That.
Okay, great.
But the podcast will probably be about an hour and a half, though.
Yeah, the podcast will be an hour and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah.
Yeah, unless we do too much of what we're doing right now,
Yeah.
and then it'll be 3 hours.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No,
So
it-
then
we-
if I need to use the restroom, I do it when you guys are doing your Vala'au thing.
Or
yeah,
you just go and we sit around and wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me show you some of the and here's the thing. If you're into something and I'm coming to the end of a segment and you see me go to this shot, that's the hint. Kind of wrap your idea up so I don't have to interrupt you. Okay. So here's the shots. We have this one. There's of course this one that you saw. Here's one if James has something to do, and then this is your full shot. This is your beauty shot. There you go. Okay, and then this is me by myself. Man, I don't look good next to you. And here's James, and then this is us. And we have the Mo'ocam. Let's hope, cross your fingers that it works. There it is. This is what our set looks like,
wow.
Olena. See, we're sitting here, and this is me and all my toys and stuff to make everything work.
Wait, so James and you are together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
You thought he was? A lot of people think he's in another house or something.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we're both in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Right here. But Well,
Well,
it was late and we were drinking. Okay, don't judge us.
I mean, he's Andy Bumatai. I mean, if there was anybody I'd do that with, it would be Andy Bumatai.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay. Let's see who we got here. Look at she's like, I can stay, but I gotta go. I gotta go shishi first. Oh, okay.
But before we go, can we mention your friends?
Who's that? Oh, look, we have sponsors, Olena. We have Doc Bailey Cranes and Equipment, right, in Las Vegas, Oakland, California, Hawaii, and Guam. He repairs and rents and trains people on those huge cranes, you know. We always like to mention that it's actual cranes that pick things up. I got an email. Bro, what kind of bird crane he get? Because I get one crane that... No, wrong kind of crane. Okay? We have Aloha Kia, okay?
I know a guy.
I know a guy, and I'm in those commercials, and he's a sponsor of ours. We're working on TNT tinting, but we just can't seem to get that commercial made. But when it is, they'll be here too, right?
Yes.
Do you need to pimp out your Ari South shirt?
Well, I don't have to pimp it out, but I'm sure that the Hammerjang gang notices beautiful pumpkins just sitting in front of them that I got from the lovely Ari South, who was on Project Runway, I think season 8. Thank you, Ari South, for this lovely shirt.
Yes.
AriSouth.com.
I interviewed her in the car.
Yeah.
Nice person. She's dancing more now than she's making shirts, though. That's what I heard.
Yeah, trying to get back into. I think it's artists. You know, when you're in the mood, then you get into it, and sometimes you like. I haven't written a new joke in like 2 weeks.
You mean artists don't do just one thing? Gee, Olena, imagine that. Okay, let's do segment 1, and again, we're coming back, and we're going to be talking about your pageant days. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Let's do this. I edit, so we do this, the Mo'ocam, so that I can find it in this, cacophony, visual cacophony that we create. Okay, then I go here. Oh no!
Yeah,
no.
you don't have to.
I don't have to because we have a fancy opening for the first segment.
You were running, so I said, let him go.
Yeah, but I do have to start the timer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start the timer. Everybody ready? Sit up straight. Get the lettuce out your teeth. We're going to make TV. Here we go.
Hey, how's it? Like a full-time job.
Yeah, good thing neither of us are working.
And then tell me what you have. So, it's so funny.
How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And you are watching a television show that we edit from a podcast. That's why it says podcast up there, okay? Now, the regular viewers know that what we do is every day at 3 p.m. on most major social media networks, we do a podcast.
Yes,
and
live.
from that podcast, we edit out this television show.
Yes.
We're not saying that to brag. We're saying that to warn you. Before you fully commit to this show, there are other wonderful viewing opportunities available.
Yeah.
You may want to click around first.
Yeah, check your local listings.
But you know what? Today's not the day because we have a special guest coming up. Hey, Thomas the Turtle, thank you for subscribing. That's happening on the internet side, gang, not on TV. But today is the day you might want to hang around because starting in segment 2, we have a special guest, Olena Hill. You know her as a former Miss Hawaii. She's a host of television shows. Now she's into digital marketing. Very interesting guest. You want to hang out for that. Okay? But I would like to editorialize about something.
Ooh.
Yes, we do that. We take news clips from the internet, and then James and I voila all and give you our opinion on it. I know. But before you send us emails that say, you guys wrong, you all mess up, forget what you... We know that. Okay, you just save the bandwidth and your breath.
Yes.
But Check this out.
All new tonight, some Kaneohe residents are threatening legal action to keep a developer from building what they consider a monster home.
The developer
home.
says it's really a senior care home, and he's already scaled down the project. Our Rick Daysog has both sides, new at 6.
This kills me. You think it was Red Bull that didn't want the monster home?
44667 Kaneohe Bay Drive is sandwiched between two cul-de-sacs where children still play and seniors take leisurely strolls. But developer Jacob Chan wants to build a 24-bed senior care home on the parcel, which he calls Hale Mahi Nui. That has triggered opposition from neighbors who worry that the added density will mean more traffic, more noise, and less parking.
Yeah.
This really does change the fabric of the neighborhood. The average home size is barely 2,000 square feet, and they want to wedge a 12,000 square feet facility in the middle of this tiny little neighborhood.
I always have issues with people who make signs.
Has 4 neighbors that this
Nobody
monster
can,
home
come on,
will
do
be
nicer.
abutting.
I mean,
so I think about
visual,
their
make it
quality of life and
stand
how
out.
it will affect
They're not
them.
graphic artists.
I would like them to,
protesters.
I would like them
Officers
to be,
coming
maybe.
to the neighborhood at all times of the day, affecting
Look at
the
that
whole
sign
neighborhood
that's
as
behind
a
me.
community.
The City Department of
It's okay.
Planning and
Look at
Permitting
this. This is a nice
has issued a
sign.
conditional
Exactly.
use permit for the facility, but neighbors have filed an appeal with the Zoning Board of Appeals. The neighbors say that if they do not get a favorable
Wait,
ruling
what was
from
the
the
name?
Zoning Board of Appeals, they'll go to court to block the project.
Rick
The city
Daysog.
says the project complies
Holly
with land use
Onuha.
ordinances, and that if the developer doesn't follow the permit requirements, it could halt all operations until the conditions are met. Jacob Chan says it's wrong to characterize
Look at
the
that.
project
It
as
was
a monster
3
home.
stories.
He says he initially downsized the project from a 3-story complex to a 2-story building
you
due to
imagine?
the opposition.
In your neighborhood.
As a former
Did you count the
medical
parking
emergency
spaces?
technician,
Not enough.
Chan says he comes from
Not
a family
enough.
of medical professionals and first responders and has seen firsthand the need for senior care homes. Quote, "There's too much at stake because the community needs adult residential care homes. The line is 1.5 years long." The Zoning Board of Appeals will
Hey, look,
begin
I
hearings
blend
in July.
in.
Rick Daysog, Hawaii News Now.
Wow.
Man, that's
I know. I loved Keone. What was the name? What was it? I don't know. I didn't pick. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Keone, what was the name? Do you remember? What was it? It was Holly.
well, Shakalak thinks it's Hale Mahi Nui.
Holly Mahi Nui? Is that what he?
I think
yeah.
that's I think that's what I heard.
Holly Mahi Mahi.
Oh, delicious house.
I don't know. But you know what?
Hale Mahi Nui.
Mahi. That's where he was going with that. Oh, the Holly. Well, let's not go there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Holly Mahi Nui. I heard Holly Mahi Nui. A little different.
Yeah, little. I think a lot different.
Little different.
I think a lot different.
I know.
Thomas the Turtle said with tartar sauce.
Okay. Stop, Comedy Mind. Stop. Oh, my goodness.
So the
Here-
parking will be horrendous.
Oh, look at this. Madstatter says senior care homes are valid. There's valid need for them in neighbors, but a bunch of seniors really seem to be least likely cause of traffic. Well, it's not the seniors.
It's the guests, the visitors, but
Yeah.
also it's in the residential area. It's not like, somewhere easily accessible. So the people that live in that neighborhood are going to have strangers park in front of their house, and they don't have sidewalks on those streets.
That's most senior assisted senior
Living.
They're
homes.
in residential areas. I mean, Hale Nui. I mean, what is that? Kahala Nui is right in the middle, but it's slightly off the freeway and stuff. And most places are, but still, imagine you got 4 neighborhoods around you, and all of a sudden there's this 12,000 square foot monolith inside.
Yeah, I think that's why those neighbors are complaining, because it's going to happen on their street.
Here's Shakalaka saying residents, workers, visitors.
Yeah,
I know.
it's going to be, and then also the ambulance coming in and out.
Yeah, and not only that, if you've ever lived next to a senior's home, they party.
Oh yeah, do they?
Oh man, just blasting that Glenn Miller and
The Eagles.
Oh, I get the Eagles. And that's my generation, bro.
Maybe they'll make one next door. You can go. Your family can visit you.
Hey, just wait. This house will be a senior resident. Okay, let's see. We got 33 seconds left in our careers.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. This segment.
Yeah.
A little visit from Freud there. Sorry.
I haven't started my career yet.
Well, guess what? We may end it before it starts if we have anything to do with it. But you know what? Olena here will save us when we bring her back in the next segment. So don't go away, folks. The Daily Pigeon actually has somebody interesting to listen to. Imagine that. You heard the bird in the background. Okay. Oh yeah, let's Mo'ocam so I can find it in the edit. And then we go back here, and then
one down.
Okay, did we scare you off, Olena? Because that's how we
No.
do it. No? Okay, good. Girl's resilient. I love it. Thank you so much. Is that bird here, or
her house.
Is that her house?
It might be my house.
Oh, it sounds so cool. Oh, blasting the Glenn Miller.
Oh, this is when you do this thing?
Yeah, that was the Charleston. You know what I mean? I was watching Charleston videos the other day. Right?
Lawrence Welk.
Yeah, and here, let me put it up here so you can see it because that's a little better. And Lawrence Welk. The Charleston and what they call the shuffle now, there is so many similarities, you know? You guys notice that? You
I don't even know what it looks like.
The twisting thing. What, you know shuffle?
Only cards.
Oh, wow. What do you do when you go out? You know shuffle.
I stand by the door and check ID. I don't work there. It's just in my genes, my DNA. It's just what Samoans do.
You know, Olena, when I first met James, you know, we were doing comedy. We're both comics. He was standing outside the nightclub, and he goes, "Andy, can we go inside? People keep showing me their ID." Seriously. Yeah, they were. Okay, so let's bring back Olena and see if we can save the show. What do you say?
Let's do this.
Okay. I'm going to start the timer over again. I'm going to click over this.
We gotta go.
Segment 2, and then we're going here. We're going to come back again as a reminder. We're going to talk about your Miss Hawaii days.
Yeah.
What was that like? Okay.
Hey, Konishki's here.
Who's that? Oh, hey, Konishiki. How you, Barak? All the way in from Tokyo. Hello, Barak.
Wow.
Oh, yes. And when he shows up, James loves it because he goes, "Oh, I'm the small guy."
Yeah. I'm the little dude.
Yeah, he does. He does look like a jazz cellar bouncer. Oh, my goodness. Remember those days, jazz cellar? And they played rock and roll mostly toward the end of the days. Okay. You know what? You should buff Konishiki out with some 6X shirts.
I was going to say, look at the color of his shirt. It's almost the same as mine. We coordinated, I guess.
I guess so.
Maybe it's someone wear Orange Wednesday.
Someone wear Orange Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess.
You know
Well,
how
it's
hard it is
Thursday
for me
in
not to
Japan
say
right now.
Orange.
Oh, that's right. It's Thursday where Konishiki's at.
Yeah, see, so it doesn't work. See, that's why we have her on to save us.
The voice of reason.
I'm on Hawaiian time because I'm late.
Okay.
I think.
What were we doing?
Oh, the TV show.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to go here for the Mo'ocam thing, right? And then we got to slate it. So this is 2.
I'm over the hill. I mean, I'm just fangirling right now. Konishiki just called me Uso.
Whoa, watch out. Uso, you in there. Okay, here we go. I'm reaching up for the timer. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And if you listen carefully, you'll hear beautiful birds. That's not here happening at my house. That's happening at our guest's house. And doesn't it sound wonderful? Who's our guest, you may ask? Well, it is none other than beauty contestant, talk show host,
entrepreneur,
digital marketer. Please help me welcome Olena Hugh.
Woo!
Hi, Olena.
Thank you guys. Oh, that was a lovely introduction.
Oh, thank you. Well, wait, hold on. I speak bird. Hi, my name is Flip. Oh, what an interesting name for a bird.
Strange that they're not speaking pigeon.
Yeah. No, went to private school speaking dove. Anyway, Olena, I wanted to ask you something. You know, way back, now we're going to go back a little bit, in 2004, right? Was that an interesting time for you? And the only reason I ask is I came across this picture.
Ooh.
Yes. Dream come true, actually.
Look at that. I don't know if you can read that on the car. You people watching on your phone, it says Miss Hawaii 2004.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and I got to drive that car. It was a Mercedes for 1 year.
So they let you use the Mercedes for 1 year.
Yes.
Tell us what that journey's like leading up to it.
Oh gosh, well for me it was a rather long one. I don't know if a lot of people are aware, but I first started competing for Miss Hawaii when I was 17 years old, back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And when I ran, as I mentioned, I was 17 and I placed second runner up. So I came from Kauai. I was Miss Garden Isle, this young girl, going to Honolulu, trying to make it.
Yeah.
And the genesis of why I ran and competed for Miss Hawaii is it's actually a scholarship program. So some people think that, all pageants are like beauty, but this one in particular is all about gaining scholarships to go to school, and it's talent based and interview based. And so aside from being associated with other pageants that are more beauty focused, this is more of an academic and a scholastic competition that goes on to Miss America. So I competed and I came in second runner up, and then I went back home and I ran for Miss Kauai, and I won Miss Kauai, and I went back and I came in first runner up.
Wow.
And then I decided to take a little break and actually work and gain experience and travel. So I started working in radio at I-94 or Clear Channel Communications, and I worked in their marketing and promotions department, moonlighted a little bit on the air. And then a couple years later, I ran again and came in second runner up again. And then I ran a fourth time.
Olena, when you come in second place like that, do you get any academic benefits?
Oh yeah. So every time that I ran, I earned a 1-year tuition waiver to Hawaii Pacific University.
Oh wow.
In addition to other cash scholarships that would pay for books and things like that.
Very cool.
So fourth time was the charm. I competed as Miss West Oahu and I won Miss Hawaii. And it was a dream come true. Obviously, I had tried several times. Some other girls had competed several times before as well. So Carolyn Sapp, who was Miss America.
Sure.
Brooke Lee ran for Miss Hawaii many, many times and never won, but then ended up winning Miss Universe, which is a different pageant.
Our good friend.
Yep. And so for me, it was all about earning scholarships to go to school, go to college, life experience, career opportunities. And I definitely attribute all of my success to the pageant. So.
And tell me about as Miss Hawaii going to compete in is it Miss USA?
Miss America.
Miss America.
Miss America. I'm sorry. So what was that like? Where did you have to go?
Oh gosh, that was crazy. So that was in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and that's where the Miss America pageant began. It started on the boardwalk, and it was actually a swimsuit competition, which was aimed at getting tourists to come down to Atlantic City. And so back when I ran, it was like the 76th or 78th anniversary of the program. It was live on ABC, and you don't really understand the weight on your shoulders that you're representing the entire state until you get to Miss America, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I miss Hawaii. Like I represent all of Hawaii, and so it was really unreal. I would cry a lot just because I was very
Oh.
overwhelmed with
Oh my
emotions.
goodness. Did
Only
people?
child, single mom, just
Yeah.
didn't, it was just a really great experience.
Did people from Hawaii actually contact you that weren't involved with the pageant? You know what I mean? Like, hey, I know you were up in the West Side, but because this was before, I mean, the internet and social media and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So this is like definitely before social media. I had some people email me, and then so my mom being a single parent, I didn't have like a father figure. I didn't have any siblings, but I remember after the pageant, my
Yeah.
voicemail was full.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
And one of the calls was actually from my birth dad as well.
whoa!
Yeah. So very interesting. The
But
people that come out of the woodwork.
that must have been a double-edged sword.
It was, but it's also kind of interesting to see all those years that I kept trying and trying, and then the people that want to piggyback on your success.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my goodness, so tough. So then you do Miss America, okay, and then you come back. Is that when you started your schooling?
So I actually started school when I was 17, and then I took a couple years off in between just because I didn't realize you're supposed to go to school every day.
What?
Because when you go to college, no one wakes you up in the morning and says go to class, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're like an adult now.
Oh no.
So I
not
actually stopped
that.
going to class.
Yeah.
And but no, so after Miss Hawaii, I had to take a year off. And during that time, I was also working at Alan Wong's and working at the radio station. I was a waitress
Yeah.
at Alan Wong's for over a decade. But I came back. I had one more year left at Hawaii Pacific University. And then I did my practicum at KHNL.
Well, I don't
And so
even know what
everything kind of,
practicum is, so
oh,
you're going to have to help define that for me when we come back for the next episode. But
Okay.
that's amazing.
Segment.
And when we do come back, on the educational side, want to know what you studied and how you applied it to what you went on to do. We'll be right back with more of Olena Hiu after this. No go away, eh? Okay, cool. I'm 5 seconds short. I'm killing time. Okay, hang in
Oh.
there. Here we go.
Also, you said episode again.
Did I say episode?
Yeah.
I have a mental block for that. Oh my goodness.
Well, make them change it from segments to episodes.
I know. I can't say it.
Do 6 episodes
Hey, but
every
you know
show.
what? And now when I'm hitting the 2 cam, it stays on the thing. See, I have this one, but when I go here, it doesn't change. Tek mene hune attack. Gun fun it.
Add it again.
Add it again.
We didn't do the slate.
Oh yeah.
2 down.
Okay, wait a minute. So I can't go. Well, here, let's go here then. Okay.
2 down.
2 down. Why would that do that? That's a stupid question. I had a friend, and anytime I talked to him about anything technical, he would say the same thing. Andy, it's all voodoo. Okay? It's all voodoo.
it's the menehunes.
The Tek Menehune attack. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can see this here. I'll show this here. What is this? Continuity camera. Andrew iPhone has 20% battery remaining. So my battery, now my phone isn't charging.
You're gonna do your own thing now, right?
Yeah, well, we're on the internet now, so
Yeah.
we can act normal, but we're not on TV.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
use the restroom because
Okay.
I think you
Okay,
guys
go.
are
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
on to another thing, right?
Cool, cool.
Okay. We'll wait.
Yeah.
Can you take the camera with you? No, she didn't hear that. Thank goodness.
I was going to say, it's good she didn't hear it.
Thank goodness.
Or she may have heard it and she just ignored it.
Look at that. She says, can't hear Olena. Don't tell me we can't.
No, I think that was when we came back.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Well,
nobody else, I think, so that comment
Yeah,
is,
I don't know why this is.
yeah.
hold on here. Let me see if I can.
Because I think Olena muted herself.
Oh, that's probably
That's
what it was.
because you didn't hear the birds either.
Oh, okay. I like hearing the birds.
While you were checking your phone,
Yeah.
I think she muted and then.
Oh, okay. Well, that's because we're talking, and if most people could mute us while we were talking, they would do it.
I think my parents wish that I came with a mute button. I know my sister does.
This goes to scene 5. No, that's not right.
Did you change it with some of the videos that you're gonna play?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm geeking out here in the background. No, hold on.
Mahalo, Edward, for following.
I'm here, and it says select item, and I'm gonna go to
two-shot.
A B.
Oh,
What is it? To two shot right here, right?
that's one. That's one that's missing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You and me with
let's see,
no name.
Let's see if that works.
But you'd be more
Ta-da!
if you're there with him.
Yeah, it's, we panicked for a second because somebody posted, "I can't hear Olena. Did you mute your mic?"
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, techno girl. Okay, and here Darlene.
I worked
says,
in live television for 7 years.
What?
I gotta tell you,
There's no record of it.
we did a search.
It didn't exist.
You don't exist. Oh, but I have to tell you.
Yeah, no. There are many times that celebrities went to go use the restroom and their mic was on, so I know to mute that.
Did you ever hear the one? It was Henry Kissinger going to the bathroom with his wireless mic on. Okay, here we won't do this on television, but when I was on tour with a lot of these big bands, right? There's a group of sound guys who share stuff that nobody else has. There's a secret name for it, and this Henry Kissinger. Oh, I've got to go to the bathroom. I will be right back, right? And he goes there, and you just hear. It's Kissinger.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it was like OMG. In fact, and I hope this doesn't embarrass you, but when I was looking for a video, you talking about your mastectomy and all that stuff, you have that one where you're talking about your bowel movements, and you were all excited. And today,
I pooped.
I went, maybe we won't use that one. Oh, it's so funny. Okay.
Yeah, because they give you anesthesia and some narcotics for the pain. So.
Oh, it slows things down.
Yeah. Here's Ellen saying, "Love the sound of the birds."
Yeah. It's like she's Snow White or Cinderella or something, and she has the birds following her and help her to get dressed and.
Oh.
Fairy tale stuff.
Be honest, it's your favorite movie.
Well, I wish it happened for me.
Look at this. How embarrassing. And I'm sure that's out of context. That wasn't about you. Okay, so when we come back, we'll talk about what was the first show? Living Hawaii or
no? Island Style. Island Style.
Island Style. Island Style. We'll talk about because we're going to come back. We're going to talk about how you applied education, and then since I don't have any video because you don't exist on the news anymore, you can talk a little bit about that. Then I go, then how did this happen? And then I'll do what was that noise?
Somebody dropped dishes.
Where's that?
The birds are acting up.
The birds are putting a new motor in their car.
But they don't sweat it. This is homemade TV.
No, this is homemade television.
Yeah.
Smell the freshness. What was that noise? Anything? Did we know?
Somebody dropped dishes at your house?
I don't know. Okay, this is segment 3.
3.
3. Yep. Okay, I'm going to 3. Okay, let's talk about that. Okay.
Wait, we got a slate. Yeah.
We
got to go Moocam and then slate.
Thank you so much, James. Okay, and then we go here with our freshly minted, and this is
up.
3.
Yep.
3 up, not backslated. There we go. And then we do this, and we do this. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The birds have returned, and those are the birds at our guest's house. But someone mentioned, I'm hearing cars in the background. Is that a washer and dryer going off? Yes, it could possibly be. We do this in our house.
Yes.
This is homemade television, ladies and gentlemen. Smell the freshness. And if cars driving by in the background or washers and dryers bother you, this may not be the program. But I would say suck it up, because it's worth it just to listen to our guest.
Yes.
Please help me welcome Olena Hugh. Hello, Olena. Are these
Thank you,
like
guys.
the worst intros ever?
I love it. They're the most entertaining by far. And at least you're getting the information correct.
Yeah, because you know what? We don't care. But I tell you what, I do care about, learning that even second place winners in beauty pageants got academic benefits that you, in fact, applied. Did you always have the goal of show business when you were taking these classes?
I wanted to be a lawyer back in the day. And then I realized I don't think that's fun. So I pivoted to speech and communication and broadcast.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm still very interested in law.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, Kalamai, I know you wanted to talk a little bit about education. And so we left it off where I was, after Miss Hawaii, I was working on my final year studying for my bachelor's. And then I had a practicum, which is just a fancy word for internship.
Okay.
At a new station. And that's when the light bulb kind of went off.
Oh, okay. And when you did what's the first show? Was it Living
Island Style?
Island Style. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so actually I left. So when I went to KHNL, they had me audition for morning show anchor.
Yeah.
And
Which
I was terrible. I was like super nervous. I, didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any TV experience because I was just an intern, right? And then I ended up getting hired at KHON after I kind of shopped around, and everyone told me that they wouldn't hire me, or that they told me that I should do the weather. And I was like, I don't want to do the weather.
Yeah.
So long story short, I go to KHON and I'm like, I don't want to do the weather. I want to be like a respected journalist. And they're like, okay, so they hired me with no experience to be a general assignment reporter. So I anchored the morning show at KHON for 7 years. And then I quit in 2014. And then a few years later, the first major TV show that I ended up hosting was on KITV, and it was called Island Style.
That was that's the show. By the way, beautifully shot. In fact, I think I have some footage on that. Let's take a look at the trailer you did. This was KITV?
Yes.
Okay, here. Check this out, guys.
Good morning, Hawaii. Happy Aloha Friday. I'm Olena Hugh, and here's what's happening tomorrow night on Island Style. On this week's episode of Island Style, we explore the innovative ways that creators and artisans are using space in Ward Village to bring together community, provide economic opportunities, and express themselves artistically. We visit the Kaka'ako Farmers Market and meet the local vendors that are providing locally produced foods for the community. Meet the makers at Namea Hawaii as they exchange knowledge and local goods. And learn what inspires a Honolulu artist as she creates her mural for Powwow Hawaii 2018. That's tomorrow night right here on KITV at 6:30. Be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Island Style TV.
I like the energy and the attitude. Island Style
Wow.
TV.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we wanted to take a show that was out and about and showcase local people and local places. And we didn't want it to be like in the studio. And so it was something that was very different and unique.
Yeah, and this is what leads into like social media or digital marketing, where when you go to restaurants and stuff and they want you to make a video, looks similar to this. I kind of trained you to become that, I guess, with your...
Well, now hold on. That's for segment 5. Don't get us talking about it now. You're gonna blow the punchline. But I will tell you this though. I watched that footage that we just saw, and I'm like, oh wow, that looks like a real television show.
Not like this one?
Beautifully shot. No, I mean, and was that the KITV people, or did you have anything to do with the production?
I didn't have anything to do with the production. I definitely had everything to do with the vision and the branding and the name. So I came up with the name and all of that. But I actually am no longer a part of the show, and I started my own show, which I think you wanted to talk about later as well, which is called The Best Hawaii.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the next segment. But anytime people go, oh, why don't you do a show? It is not that easy to put together. I mean, what we watched right there probably took a week to shoot and put together. Am I wrong?
More than that, probably.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, because all those different locations in that sizzle reel.
Okay, and what happened to that show? Did you get tired of doing it, or what happened?
I moved on, and then honestly, my mom, that was back in 2018. She passed away from breast cancer.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to.
Yeah,
sorry
so you'll
for
kind of
your
see
loss.
how everything connects in my life.
Yeah, and we're going to talk a little more about that in subsequent segments. But man, boy, you've had some ups and downs, definitely. What do you do to stay strong?
I think I always have goals, and I always have a desire to achieve more. And if it isn't for myself personally, like obviously when I was a teenager in my early 20s, I wanted to be Miss Hawaii. I wanted to get scholarships to go to school. And then, after graduating from college, I wanted a career. I wanted to be an award-winning journalist. And so I just kind of did everything that I had to do to kind of get there. So I just set new goals for myself every time.
Yeah. So
I just, no holds barred, just keep going after it,
So what you do is to keep, you look to the future and don't dwell on the past. That would be your method.
Just keep looking forward and ahead. Yep.
Okay, there you go. Whew. We're going to talk more about that and how it led to the best Hawaii, because you keep coming up with new stuff when we return. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And we're talking to Olena Hugh. Right after this, don't go away. Thanks, Al.
And the birds.
Oh, and the birds. Okay.
She's actively tweeting.
It's Elon. That's Elon.
Oh.
We should call the bird Elon.
Sorry about the noise. My husband just came home and he's going in and out, and he's going to go paddling.
Oh, that's okay. Is that what? No, 3. That's
3.
what the door slamming or whatever it is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, don't worry. My dog is being very good today, and not. Usually she's barking when anyone has the audacity to walk past my house.
Oh.
So don't worry about it. But again, you know what? We made a decision a long time ago to just live with that kind of stuff. In fact, own it. Because television has gotten so slick, and what we're trying to do is bring that podcast mentality to television.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a quick story. Linda Coble, a dear friend of mine for years and years, decades.
Kirk Matthews' wife.
Yeah,
May he rest in peace.
and didn't she take that hard? But we tried to do a show together for the internet. And I'm saying to her, Linda, listen, if you blow it, just go, what did I say? Let me try that again. And just do it. We don't have to go back to 1 and start over. She could not do it. She was so old school with how television was shot. She couldn't do this kind of stuff where you just go, so what? We go for it, and it's difficult to do for a lot of people. But screwing up comes naturally to James and I.
Yes, I screw up a lot. But when I screw up, I like to take a drink of this delicious Hawaii volcanic water.
What, really?
Yeah.
My God, then that's such a large bottle. Do they come in other sizes?
They do. They even have one bigger than this.
Do they?
Yes, and this is made with recycled plastic. Be Pono, do what's right. Hawaii volcanic water.
Okay, I gotta pimp out my sponsor. This shirt is from Savers in Kalihi. Wow! Right?
I love
paid-
Savers.
Yeah, you know what? All my shirts literally are from Savers. This is how many shirts I have from Savers. The Hamajang gang, in the chat here, right? They bought me a Savers gift card. And I went there
Awesome.
and I bought shirts, yeah.
I found a Tadashi gown for $17. And that's the kind of designer that you find at Neiman Marcus.
Wow. Really? For 17? I find Tori Richards. That's my score when I find the Tori Richards shirts. And in fact, this might be a Tori Richards. I'm not.
I imagine there's somebody watching the podcast or a TV show, and they're like, that's like 7 of my shirts that Andy has worn the last 7 episodes.
Oh, I just thought of something. Darn. I found a news clip, and the guy in the news clip was wearing a shirt that I own. I forgot about that. And I was going to wear the shirt and then put that on and go, what a stupid shirt. Where did he get that? What idiot would wear that shirt? I forgot. I got to find it again. Okay, anyway. Oh, wow. A gown? Pretty cool. Look, Nani Aloha says you found a gown. Okay. Okay, shall we do this is segment 4? And we're going to come back. We're going to talk about the best Hawaii.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Okay.
there we go.
Thank you.
And you did, you were the news anchor before both of the shows we're talking about now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Okay. Oh, yeah, Mo'ocamp. Thank you, James. James runs the show. People don't realize it.
Yeah.
Okay, what? Let me go to this one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Slate 4.
Quattro.
Okay, Quattro. And then, I start this timer. Ladies and gentlemen, listen closely. You hear those birds? Those are coming from the house of a guest that is not only beautiful, but smart and entrepreneurial, believe it or not. She did one show. We're going to talk about the show she did after that. Please help me welcome Olena Hiu. Hi, Olena.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
What does everybody else say
so
when you introduce them and then they pop up?
Yeah, there you go. Wait, hold on. You're frozen a little bit. There, you're back. Yeah, you're back. Is that Elon in the background? Did you get the tweet reference? No? Okay.
I did.
Anyway,
I did.
thank you so much.
Might need some salon pas.
Salon Bus reaching for that punchline. Oh my goodness. Okay, I want to play another. This was actually a 5-minute segment, okay, but which was a little too long for the 8 minutes that we're talking about here. So I cut it up a little bit, okay. So take a look, what an interesting segment. And for those of you who have not had lunch or breakfast or dinner, depending on where you are,
Oh, it's poke.
this is a warning, okay? Check this out.
The Best Hawaii, presented by Hawaiian Telcom.
So Josh, tell me about the beginning of Ahi Assassins.
So Ahi Assassins was born on the side of the road in Kahalu. We were fishermen in our neighborhood, and like any old school neighborhood here, the fisherman does what he does best, fish. And when people needed fish for parties, baby luau, wedding, they would call us. And I used to say, who buys poke at the store? Because in our family or our neighborhood, if you need poke, you come to us. And we would provide it for many friends, many family till this day. So long before we were selling poke, we were providing it.
Okay, you've also got some amazing seafood treats, and I'm gonna taste this bad boy.
Fried ahi pieces, furikake and garlic.
Because
all
you
over.
don't waste anything.
Right, so that was parts of the fish. We just cut poke. Parts that aren't typically used for the poke might have little discoloration or most times actually here, some people are used to the total fat on things. Well, the fat that gets trimmed off on the edge tastes really good fried too.
Yeah, I'm frying up the mahi collar.
We got one of those in the oven for you next.
How can people get more information and where are you located?
So you can find us on the web, ahiassassins.com, on Instagram at multiple handles, ahi_assassins, and then ahi_assassins.pokeko. Here at Hawaii's Favorite Kitchen, we're at 3111 Castle Street, right next to the famous and iconic Rainbow Drive-In.
Yeah, check them out.
Check them out. Always fresh, always local. Something to be proud to serve your grandma.
Delicious.
Ooh, I hope I did a good job cutting that up.
Good job. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
thank you.
perfect.
You probably know where the edits were too, don't you?
It still made sense though.
It did, and oh man, the shots of those food, broke them out. And here, Pokoli T says, "Ahi Assassins is the bomb. Wish they still had a town location." Was that the location he was talking about? They don't have that
Yes.
one.
Yeah, so they're no longer in town at that Hawaii's Favorite Kitchens because that was a few years ago.
Yeah. Well, still a beautifully done, beautifully shot. Now, tell us about what led up to that show and how it worked for you.
Yeah, so I was actually on a trip in New Zealand and I had this idea that I'm going to go out and create my own show. And the genesis of it all was that people usually like the best, right? You want to know where to get the best famusubi, the best shave ice, the best poke.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, well, that's my concept for the show. And I used to fly non-rev, which means standby. And my friend and I actually got left in the New Zealand airport. And so during that time when we were stuck in the New Zealand airport, unable to leave because we didn't get on the flight because we were standby, we came up with the concept. BEST would be an acronym. So it's beginning, expert, story, and try. So every episode starts with tell me the beginning of XYZ. And so that is the format of the show. And so they're all about 5 minutes long. And ultimately it is to support people, culture, cuisine, and crafts from Hawaii.
Did you? How many shows did you do of that? Segments did you do for that show?
So I started it in 2018, and there's a show every Wednesday.
Wow!
Haven't missed one.
And it's still going today.
Yes, and I'm actually sold out until June.
Wow! Congratulations! That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
And this was one that you would say you produced?
Yes, so I actually film it, edit it, and obviously host it.
Yeah.
So it just literally became my show because I've had so much experience hosting other people's shows and coming up with the concept and this and that. And of course, I've worked with fantastic editors and videographers, but this is literally and truly my show.
Nice. And you're editing it? I'm sorry, did I hear you say that?
Yeah, so I actually show up and I video.
Yeah.
And the video of me with the guy, it's on a tripod.
Yeah, I can tell that. And then oh my goodness.
And then I video the B-roll and then I edit it.
Whoa, too much. Yeah, it's funny because when James said, "Oh, here's some of Elena's stuff," and he sent me to your Dropbox, and there's like your B-roll and all that stuff. I said, "Man, this girl, does she ever sleep?"
Right.
Well, I kind of had an idea of what we were doing, and I knew we were filming today, so I was like, you might need some pictures or B-roll to support what we talk about.
Yeah, because we're not as buttoned up as you.
You probably were shocked when you got the email and you said, "Holy crap, look at all this."
Look, seriously, I went, wow. And not only that, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times you get stuff from people and it's, what did I call it? Dramamine cam, you know, and
Oh.
whatever, right? Now, when we come back, we're going to talk about the mastectomy thing. If you're comfortable with that, I know you're very open
absolutely.
about it on social media. Okay, so we'll be right back with Olena Hugh after this. Okay, you don't want to miss this next segment.
Ooh, you hit the post.
I hit the post. That never happens.
Is this the last one?
No.
This is
This is
two more.
This is 5, and we're gonna talk about the mastectomy thing, right? And then in the last
And then my
segment, which is the next segment is 8 minutes long, and then the last segment is 6.5, and that's where we just kind of wrap things up. And boy, what a journey! And
Cool.
That's what we do.
Are you pressed
Did
for
you
time?
want to air a video post-op?
I'm sorry, say again?
Did you want to air any of the videos from my post-operation?
I have one. Yeah.
Okay.
I have fun. I have the one that you did where you're talking about it was after a week. You were standing in an open
so I'm
field.
trying to raise my arms up.
Yeah, and you're trying. But the other ones, I didn't want to edit them, right? So this one was I think gave people a great idea. But what we're going to do is we're going to let them watch that, and then you and I'll talk about why and whatever.
Okay.
And,
I'm laying in bed, yeah.
No, you're standing up.
You're
You want to see
outside.
it? I can show it to
Okay.
you real quick. Here, hold on.
You have the
No,
bandages.
I know which one it is.
Oh.
Yeah, you know which
I'm
one
standing
it is?
in the backyard and I'm like,
Yeah.
Was that your backyard? Whoa, you get
Yeah.
big backyard, eh?
That's where the birds are.
Oh, cute. Okay.
And so happy you live Windward Side. You get a nice big lot backyard.
Kane Ohe.
Yeah.
Do you know where the name Kane Ohe came from? You know what
No, I
it
don't.
means? Okay. You know the big bamboo, right? You know the giant bamboo with the green stripes on the side and stuff. Okay, there's two kinds of bamboo. The small ones, right, was ohe, right? The big ones were the male ones, and they called them the kane ohe, right? And there was so much kane ohe in that area that they called the area, all kane ohe, kane ohe, and that's how that got its name.
Interesting. Although I would say bamboo is not endemic.
In public school, you can't tell me what is that, because if bamboo is anemic, you gotta give them sugar.
I think you got to wear a mask or something to do with that.
To stop the
bamboo.
endemic.
Yeah.
No, like not native.
Yeah. But when they called it that's what they called it.
Yeah.
Place with the
Interesting.
Kane Ohe.
I'm full of
Very
all this
cool.
information that.
What is Aiea then?
Aiea means a land of no vowels.
All vowels, you mean?
But plenty
Oh,
of
yeah,
vowels.
all vowels. Oh, sorry, dyslexic. I was this close to a
Mo,
joke. Oh man,
I had a nice set and you just missed it.
Let's try again. Let's try it again.
I wonder what Aiea means.
Oh, Aiea is land of the vowels.
Interesting.
Much better.
Yeah.
I'll edit that out.
Okay.
And it'll be our Instagram. Okay. Never feed the comedians. Pull. Okay. Do we have too much fun on this show, James?
A little bit. It's
Little bit.
Yeah.
You're doing your Joe Pesci there.
No,
Little bit.
the other guy.
Just
De Niro.
no, it's Pesci. Little bit.
I was doing so that you be Pesci, I'll be De Niro then.
Okay. I want to
Little
be.
bit.
I want to be Michelle Pfeiffer. That white gold. Okay. Anyway, what? So this is 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
I think so.
We gotta get doing
Yeah,
this. We're gonna
Mo can.
lose Olena.
Yeah, she's like, I'm about to go paddling.
I know. She's like, I'm gonna start a new show and shoot it before you guys finish this one.
Oh, classic.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Here. 5. Let's high five like this. Let's try high five. No, you gotta go on the other side. The other side. Okay. Go. Ready? Okay.
Me and my daughter did that once in my podcast. We made hearts.
Oh, that's
We did
cute.
hearts like
I don't
that.
want to. I will not make a heart with you.
Aloha.
I draw the line right there. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. We're back
TV.
with Olena, and we're going to do television too. Here we go. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And please, if you have the stomach for it, join us on our podcast, 3 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time on most social media networks. That's what we edit this show out of.
Yes.
And I promise you, if you're a glutton for punishment and want to see what we do while you're watching the commercials,
Yes.
wear protective gear. That's all I ask. Okay? But to give the place a little class, we have our guest, and she has been doing just that. Please help me welcome Olena Hugh. Hello, Olena.
Thank you. You have the best intros.
We try to scare the people away.
Yeah.
we can. But you know what? I wanted to talk to you about, and you know, I was a little gun shy about asking you about this, but then in the pre-production, you said, "Oh no, I'm fine about that," and you were so upfront about it on social media. Okay, and what we're talking about, of course, is your double mastectomy, right? Why were you so open?
Well, first of all, I want to say I did not have cancer, because that's a major misconception that a lot of people think when they hear that I had a mastectomy removing my breasts.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so it was a preventative surgery. My aunt, my mom, and my grandmother all had breast cancer. And after my mom passed away from metastatic breast cancer, I tested positive for a genetic mutation. And so the genetic mutation took my already high risk of getting breast cancer in my lifetime and made it an extremely high risk for breast cancer. And so I wanted to be proactive, and by having a mastectomy, which means I surgically removed my breasts, I reduced my chances of getting breast cancer in my lifetime by over 90%.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. How brave is
Yeah.
this woman?
Yeah.
OMG. Now, I mean, I don't even know where to go with this, but how has now? Okay, you know what? Let me do this. I'm going to play a video. James just pointed at the camera here to remind me to play a video, because
Yes.
that absolutely stunned me, Olena. I got to tell you, because I had throat cancer, and knowing what that's like, I assumed I'm, like you said, like most people. But watch this, and this is just just a tidbit of what she posted on social media.
So it's been exactly 1 week since I had my surgery, and I would actually say that today I felt like I had a lot of energy. I almost felt as if I was normal. Still just taking some Tylenol. I have this strange tingling sensation going on over here. And I get cold easily, and when I get cold, I almost feel like I can feel my nipples. So that's very bizarre, but it's like numb and tingly, and my range of motion is getting really good. That's a little questionable, but yeah. And then I had an area here was coming, it was like rubbing, and it's come off a little bit, and it was swollen and poochy or pooched. Sent a picture to my doctor. She said it looked okay, just to keep it dry and covered. I have my post-op tomorrow, so hopefully I will get my drains out. Sorry if that's gross. They're a little inconvenient. The area where the drains are taped and where the tubes go in is actually can be quite sore. I found that it's really sore in the morning when I first wake up. But feeling really good. I've been working. I did 2 loads of laundry today, and yep, doing good. I feel like I will be back in action sooner. I haven't driven yet, but that, you know, once everything's healed, I'm gonna be super excited. So yeah, just trying to keep my shoulders from freezing. But I feel good, minus the numbing and the tingling.
Wow. Oh, no, talk to me
Yeah.
about the shoulder freezing. You've mentioned that a
Oh,
couple times.
yeah. So a common thing that happened after surgery is frozen shoulder. I did not have that though, but because I don't have any breasts anymore, I do kind of hunch more than I should. So I still have to keep reminding myself. But the significance of the getting cold and feeling my nipples is that I actually don't have any nipples anymore.
Okay.
I had really large breasts, and they thought that it would be a little bit challenging to try to do nipple sparing. So that sensation of feeling like I had nipples was very unusual, right?
Yeah.
And then the drains that you saw where the fluid comes out, because obviously you have a major surgery, and then the body's trying to heal itself, so it's sending all the, you know, good cells there. The drains are meant to collect the fluid, and this might be TMI, but whatever.
Yeah. No, go for it.
Okay, where the drains are coming out, there are
Yeah.
little scars, and they kind of look like nipples.
Yeah.
So
I
I
had
don't feel as bad about it.
Yeah, we got about a minute and a half left here, but did you consider like augmentation afterwards? Was that even available, or is it unhealthy to do that?
So it was highly, 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 extremely suggested that I get implants.
Yeah.
And I did not want to have implants put in. And my surgeon sent me to another surgeon, and then sent me to another surgeon. And they thought, you know, it would be quite taxing psychological not to have breasts.
Yeah.
But I felt like the best choice for me was not to get any reconstruction and just go flat, which is really rare because a lot of women
Yeah.
do get implants or have other things done to have breasts. But I decided not to.
How brave is that?
My favorite thing is that you shared your story and your journey for other women who, you know, this might be an option for them. So thank you for that. That's very brave of you to share your experiences.
But and in Women's Empowerment Month, you know, in Women's History Month here too, it has even more significance.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because the person who inspired me to share my story was my husband.
Oh.
And
Good
so
support.
he's the reason why I made those videos.
Okay.
Good to have the support of family.
Yes.
Wow. What a segment. Amazing. You know.
So I have spoken to women of all ages that are either going through cancer, going through treatment, or considering mastectomy. And the most recent one that I've spoken to was 89 years old.
Wow. When we come back, we're going to wrap it up with Olena Hugh after this. Mind blown.
Yeah. Here's a virtual hug I'm giving you through the
Aw,
internet.
thank you.
I got to tell you.
It looks like I'm strangling the microphone though.
You know, it's interesting. We had, you know, I mean, not comparing what you did to what she did, but was, oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're muting. You're talking to somebody? Do you need?
Yeah.
If you need to talk, go ahead. I can.
No. I just muted to tell her something.
Oh, okay. No, what I was saying is we had Loretta Oblis on, right? And, you know, dear friend of mine. And she decided to let her hair grow gray. She's always had that black mane that she's known for. Well, she let it all grow out gray, and she talked about the process and the courage that it took, you know, and I guess she's in her 50s now, to let her hair go gray. And women just went, what? How did you, my wife included, how did you get the courage to do that? And by comparison, I'm thinking, OMG, you know?
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's a little bit challenging though, because 90% of people think I had cancer.
Yeah.
So when I tell them that I didn't have cancer, it's like they're disappointed. And everything that I've posted, any blog I've done, any video that I've done, I've always said it was a preventative surgery. But I think people don't understand. And so now I just keep driving it home that like, I didn't have cancer.
Yeah, I saw that too. Hey, first of all, we got to thank Brad McMinn for the super chat. That doesn't show up on my little alert thing over here, but Brad, we do appreciate the support of the channel. Thank you so much. In fact, here's Brad right here. $4.99 super sticker, a lemon character doing shoulder shimmy dance and moves. And I think that's for Olena. Thank you.
Oh,
I know. Yeah. Well, you know what? Having had cancer, that whole cancer thing, and people ask me, what was the worst part about it? And I went, this wasn't the worst part, but it was probably the most prevalent. It labels you. Suddenly, I'm the guy with cancer. Out of everything I did for 40 years, Andy, oh, he had cancer, he had cancer, he had cancer. And for you to go through that and never having had it, even worse. Amazing. Yeah.
well, and I've seen the impact and the effects, and I've had close friends that have passed away from breast cancer as well.
Wow.
So I just wanted to do the math, right? How do you
Do the
reduce the
math.
risk?
Yeah.
And
You know
that
what?
just made sense.
Let's, if you're okay, can we do that on television? What you just
Sure.
said, because that's powerful stuff. We'll bring it back, and then I'll talk about. Let's see. Oh yeah, we have to change this.
Yeah,
to
click stop first.
Oh yeah, yes. Stop.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, James.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna switch the timer. This last bit's 6:30.
I did the back slate, by the way. I did it when you guys were talking.
Oh, okay.
So
Thank
if you look for it.
Yeah, well, she blew me out of the water. I couldn't think. Well, let's see. It's just okay. Now we're here.
And the Hamajang gang is in love with her now.
Oh, the Hamajang gang is like, whoo, non-cancerous brain tumor. Oh, you died.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's good. My friend has that also. They just monitor it to make sure it doesn't grow.
Wow. Yeah, my brother died of a brain
Justine
tumor.
McClellan.
Yeah, my mom is a breast cancer survivor. She is 83 years old now. Whoo, great for you,
Awesome.
Olena. And then
Yeah, when
my-
people understand what happened and why I did it, then then they get it. But
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have questions.
well, let's answer some of those in this last segment, and then we'll talk about what you've got planned for the future. I know you still have your show and what's going on. I'm sorry?
Lilikoi Ladies.
Oh yeah, and then we're gonna do Lilikoi Ladies.
Yep.
Okay. Where am I? I'm here, and then we do Mo'ocam, and then we're here, and this is 6. Okay, no. I put my thumb in. That would make it 5. Oh my!
But yours might be backwards. Yours might be 16 or 15.
It's segment
51?
16.
51?
I don't know. I should have kept my job at McDonald's. Okay, here we go. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And if that last segment didn't lay you back in your chair, OMG. I know. In fact, I don't do this often, but here we go. That's the effect it had on me. Oops. And we're going to bring her back on to talk more about what's going on in her life. But I want her to finish up talking about the mastectomy and how she didn't have cancer. Please help me welcome Olena Hiu. Hi, Olena.
Thank you. Yeah, so a lot of people do ask, like, why would you do that? Like, why would someone willingly, never broke a bone, never had a surgery, remove their breasts? And so for me, it was all about, my mom, aunt, grandma, and close friends had all had breast cancer. And if you factor in a genetic mutation and extremely high risk, and you just do the math, how do I reduce my risk as much as possible? That just made sense to me.
Wow. So, what sort of feedback have you gotten from people who said, well, what are you, crazy? Or, I mean, and a lot of the women, thank you for the inspiration. Give me some of that feedback.
Yeah, I would say a lot of women that are either struggling with, possibly having breast cancer or wanting to have a mastectomy have reached out. Some women post-op have reached out for advice. And a lot of people find my story to be inspirational. And to me, I don't really find it inspirational because it's just something that I did that I thought would help save my life. But I'm very open about it, and I'm kind of a rare breed in that I didn't have any breast reconstruction done or any implants put in. And so usually, women have the surgery and then they have breasts, but I don't have any. And another question that I get asked a lot is if I still feel beautiful or feminine. And I say, yes, absolutely. I still feel like a woman. I dress, to what flatters my figure, and I don't wear prosthetics, and I don't have to wear a bra anymore.
Wow. That's stuff you don't even think about. I've heard women with large breasts going, okay, I've got the under boob sweat thing going right now, and I got to tell you, it's an issue. What? You have no idea, and then all of a sudden here you are, I'm free.
Yeah. It's quite a relief.
That's so amazing, especially the part about you still feel beautiful and you dress accordingly.
Yeah. Well, they asked me on the news. I was given an award by Susan G. Komen, and they had me on the morning show at Hawaii News Now. And then she said, do you still feel feminine? And then do you think that some people might say that was kind of extreme? And I'm like, no.
What?
I mean, it's my choice, right? My body.
No, you mean trying to save your life? Would you think that was too extreme?
Thank you for that.
Oh my goodness, I know. Okay, I'm a comic, so you got to forgive me. Did anyone say, listen, are you planning to be transgendered?
No. Sometimes I feel like I might look like a lesbian.
No, but I mean, has anyone ever asked you if that was your intent?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but sometimes when I wear a t-shirt, I feel like I'm not sure if people think is that a guy or is that a girl? But I feel like I look pretty feminine.
Yeah, I think you do. I would say so.
Beautiful too.
It doesn't matter. James? I really don't care.
Cool. Oh yeah, okay. Hey, listen, we got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the segment, and as interesting this is, and how much your bravery is just blowing me away, I want to talk a little bit about Lilikoi Ladies. This is a digital marketing company you started.
Yeah. So actually, back when I was on the news, I managed the Wake Up Today, which was the morning show, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And in 2013, 2011, I decided to go back to school and get my master's while I was already working 60-hour weeks anchoring the morning show. And I wrote a 157-page thesis studying social media. So when I quit the news in 2014, I actually started my own social media management company. And that's what I've been doing ever since.
I have your website, by the way. You can talk over it. People will be able to hear
okay.
But if I'm not mistaken, oops, sorry, that's my website. You want to go there. You want to go here. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it.
Yep.
Now tell me what we're looking at. I can scroll through it also.
Sure. So, obviously people are like, what is it? And I feel like everybody understands what social media management is now, but it's everything that has to do with the house of communication. So that's what I studied. I have my bachelor's in speech communication and then my master's in communication. Okay. But I handle public relations, all aspects of digital marketing, which includes Yelp, Instagram, Facebook, creating content, video production, voiceover work, emceeing. And so that's pretty much everything that you would need from a boutique digital marketing company. And there's Andy Bumatai's pop-ups.
I keep hitting the wrong button.
No worries.
I hit Tech Mini Huni Attack. So you're doing Lilikoi Ladies and your show, The Best Hawaii, all at the same time.
Yes. So Lilikoi Ladies is my umbrella LLC. And then under it, I have my The Best Hawaii show and podcast. But my day job 365 days out of the year is marketing.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing your amazing story. James, we can't top this. Thanks for watching, and thank you for being here, Olena.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Post again. Who are you?
Wow.
This it's not Andy Bumatai. It's Andrew Bumatai today.
What did you do with my co-host? Who is this guy?
What are you doing in this house?
Oh man, smell the freshness. I gotta tell you. Whoo, Shakalaka here says, hey, medium 7-Up. They being the customers, not the does. Oh, I'm sorry. They on top.
No, but really, like, I think Keone Nunes was talking about your passion, and in the video that you played of her talking about post-op, you can see the humility in your face. You when you were talking, it was like unsure, but I like that you've done it, because there could be hundreds of women that have this weighing over their head, and should I do this or should I not do this? And but I too scared to do it because they don't know anybody else who's done it. So hearing your story, and that's why it's important to what you did. So
and unfortunately, and correct me if I'm wrong, Olena, unfortunately a lot of it has to do with that. Will I still be a woman? Will I still be feminine?
Probably. Yeah. Which is why all of my doctors were so encouraging about getting implants.
How many were women?
So all of my doctors, my primary and my general surgeon, are female, and all of the plastic surgeons were male. So the females kept sending me to the males. Yeah. And then I kept telling the males, no, I don't want to have implants. No, I don't need reconstruction. And then they send me back to the female.
Here, Lena, you may want to go back and see all the comments. Folks are so inspired from the internet side. Oh my goodness. All these
it's
comments
interesting.
here.
I've had women, husbands, moms email me and contact me to tell me that they've watched my videos. So
including a Watts 45. Beautiful smile, not flirting.
Right. That's the thing. I think with the older women, where the stigma, growing up, women are a certain way. Right. So then they're the doctors that are sending you, oh no, you should go get it done. You should go get augmentation. Whereas like, you're just like, no, I don't. And the guy's like, all right, fine. That's fine. If you don't want it,
the last time I went to the surgeon, I was like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't want to get implants. I don't want to have, and he's like, okay, well, let's just take a look. And then I was like, yeah. And then he looked, and I said, yeah, no, I don't want.
Yeah.
Just people are one more time.
Here, smart, beautiful. Your husband is a lucky guy. In fact, here I have a.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Look at these
That's
kids.
Daniel.
Look at these kids.
I know.
Young kids. By the way, I don't know if you remember, Olena, but the caption on this photo was "hottest couple." Great shot. Good looking guy.
Well, thank you so much for having me and allowing me to share my story. I appreciate it.
Oh,
thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And the edited version will look a little better.
Oh, you're fine.
We don't care. Hey, did Angelina Jolie have that done?
Yes. So I had the same type of procedure, but I believe she had reconstruction. It's not exactly the same. Yeah.
Maybe it's a Hollywood thing.
Yeah. So technically, I had what's called a simple bilateral mastectomy, a prophylactic mastectomy, which means it's preventative. Simple means no reconstruction. Bilateral means 2. And so, just.
Well, I tell you what, thank you for being on, and thank you for defining all those big words. I really appreciate that too. And,
what was it, practicum?
Practicum's an internship during your last year of college.
So I'm gonna use that now.
Practicum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I have a new word, practicum. And they're like, what does that mean? It's like, you mean only the Sole here knows what practicum means? Practicum. That's what I'm doing here at this show.
Take practicum once a week, and you may experience headache, vomiting, and weight loss. But practicum.
But if you're still up for 4 hours, please see a doctor.
Teachers do practicum or student teaching. There we go. Okay. Hi,
Ah.
Felicia. And she says, your journey and courage will save lives.
Yes.
Aw,
Wow.
Thank you.
That's why it's very important. So
And
thank
look
you
at
so
this.
much.
Christina Applegate, too. I know you're
So
trying to
Christina
get out of here.
Applegate had cancer. Different situation for sure.
Different situation.
Yeah,
but
poor
still.
Christina Applegate. She has so many health issues.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
she has
Thank you
a
so
lot of-
much.
So we
thanks,
don't have
guys.
creative issues. We're going to wrap it up here. Thank you, and thanks
Okay.
everybody for watching. Okay, you can go. I got to thank the
Okay.
moderators and everybody else.
Bye.
Love you. Bye now. Okay. Oh my goodness, I gotta tell you. So, gang, thank you so much. Thank you, especially to our moderators. Nani Aloha, C Honda, and Ware, and Devin. Thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to the people on Patreon and the people who have decided to be members on the YouTube side. And we really appreciate all the support and the private. PayPals that we get that say, please don't mention my name. So we know who you are.
Thank you.
Thanks for that. So here we go, gang.
And
What's
then
that?
tomorrow we have another guest.
Oh, yes, we do have another guest. Why don't you tell us about that?
This is a comedian who's been doing, comedianing.
Comedianing?
I'm on this show too long.
He's been comediizing, commentizing.
There you go. Jokalizing.
Jokalizing. I like that.
For like over 30 years, started in Arizona, Chicago. He has multiple podcasts. Has a special out on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
Graham Elwood. So you can check it out. It's All Things Comedy. Graham Elwood. His special, you can watch it for free on YouTube. He's our guest tomorrow.
We were watching it together the other day after the show. Funny guy.
It's funny that I had to give him the 3 calls that.
Oh yeah, well,
because he's heavy with one of the calls.
He does get very political. He does get very political. But that bit he talks about going to Auschwitz when his father thought it would be a fun field trip to take a 6-year-old to see the Auschwitz camp, the death camp. I was like, what? Yeah, Graham Elwood right there.
Yeah. And then he's also coming to Hawaii to perform in April.
Yeah, I performed with him at the Stand Up Honolulu.
Yeah. He'll be performing at Stand Up Honolulu again, I think the end of April. Also on Kona and Maui.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, and by the way, I guess I should mention that I will also be over on Hilo if you happen to be on that side, and that would be April 22nd, and then April 28th. Wait a minute. It'll be Frank De Lima and I on April 22nd, and then April 28th at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center. Please join us if you can. And then all 3 of us again on May 13th, the day before Mother's Day, at the Kauai Resort Hotel.
Yeah. I'll be at April 6th at Stand Up Honolulu.
Stand Up
My
Honolulu.
birthday show.
Yeah, you know what?
And then May 6th on Kona at the Kona Elks Lodge Theater. And May 7th, Sunday at the Playground Maui.
Won't it be great when we make enough money on this show that we don't have to go to neighbor islands and run to the airport after the show so that we don't have to pay for a hotel room?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing Sunday. My Sunday show's early so I can fly home at 9 o'clock.
I'd save yourself $200 in a cheap motel.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, okay. Kevin Fraser has a comment here, and then we're going to probably wrap it up. It says, Andy and James, the show and guests keep getting better and better. Very interesting and educational, entertaining. You guys are knocking it out of the ballpark. Mahalo, Kevin. Thank you so much.
Too bad I was playing football.
Yeah, well, time to change sports, bro.
Well, unless I was knocking people out of the ballpark.
Which you've done, I heard. But we won't talk of that. Bravo, great show. Left me speechless, yes. Me too. Did you see me?
What? She's an amazing woman.
Amazing. The strength and humility. That's the one that got
Yeah,
me.
because at one, I mean, maybe this. I guess it's towards the end of the podcast. So, like, would a guy actually cut off things to save his life, or would he hold on to them? There's a question for you guys to ponder.
I don't know how to answer that, but it reminds me. Everything reminds me of a bit, right? But I did this bit, and I don't really do it enough. I said, they have. I get these emails for pills that enhance your manhood, and I said, I know for a fact they must not work. And the reason I say that, you've never heard of an overdose.
Oh, yeah. That's a perfect way to close it.
Thanks everybody for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time tomorrow with Graham Elwood.
Yeah.
Thank you. Aloha.